YouTube, how's everyone doing? I just want to give a special shout out to everyone that subscribed to my video. Really appreciate it. Highly appreciate it. I told you that I was going to do this on November 17th. Okay? I purchased the new Atlantis, and regular usage, alright? This is not cloud blowing, airflow. 60% of the time I had it on. A lot of other times I was just trying to figure this thing out, and the number 2 3mm hole is where I prefer. Also, there was a little trick of how to refill it all the way to the top, and I did a video on that. If you want to know real quickly how I did it, it's something that I saw someone else do in another YouTube video, and the minute that he came out with that, I went along and I did it as well. So this is the Atlantis, made by Aspen. Sorry, Aspire. Was that good? Aspire. So here's your coil. If you don't like juice all over your hands, towel will be pretty cool. You're going to only not tighten all the way, okay? It's upside down. Here's the bottom piece that it's going to fill. Let's use this juice here. It's pretty thick VG. And there's your Atlantis fill to the top of the rim. Now I like to keep my, you could fill it and you could close it all the way until it's tight. Then I have 1, 2, see the air bubble? 3, see more air bubbles? That's where I keep it at. 3 turns from the tighten. So look at the chimney inside, all the air bubbles going up. Chimney is just where I want it. That means the coil is opening apart. You see the cotton in those holes. I wish you could see that. You see that cotton right there, that hole right there? On that little, that's where I like to keep it at. Now, you're wondering, why am I saying this? This is the part that I tell you why the Atlantis lasts so long. And still, this old coil that I got, that I removed today, got it on the 17th. Today is the 7th, 19 days. Let's say 20 days. And that's how long that question that everybody hears. How long does an Atlantis coil last? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I used it every single day at 40 watts. And this was my result. A taste of burnt, a smell of burnt in the coil. And as you can see, the holes are still white. They're not as white as they came. So you do see, now you see there a white, here's the dark, here's the white, here's the dark. I never change the coil. If I change the coil, it will be dark all over. But you see that white on one side, dark, white on the other? That means that I never rotated the coil. So I kept the coil the way that you're seeing here. On the chimney, I kept one side white, one side white, one side white, and one side white. So when I change this coil and I see darkness on all 4 of them, it's more likely it's the time that you will have to change it. But I went all the way to the 19th day, and it still throws vape. But if I decided I throw a big huge cloud, I will taste a little burnt. And it smells a little burnt. I wish you could scratch and sniff on this one, but it does smell like burnt. So grab my device. Sometimes you might run into the fact that you put your Atlantis back in there, and because you tighten it too tight, it might not connect. Okay? So that's just probably one device. So what I do is tighten all the way, tight, and it will make contact on your 510. You see that? Now I'm getting the performance that I was getting the first time. But if I want to loosen up that chimney that we were talking about, there we go. You could tell when the chimney is moving and the base is not, basically. And there we go. That's 40 watts. Now this is open. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate everybody subscribing. How long does an Atlantis expire? Takes before you change the coil? 19 days, buddy. 20 days to be exact.